তিনটে পার্ট
দেখি দেখি
Match found.
না হেভি মালটা হেভি রগরের
কোনো
স্যাড
বিউটি পার্লার
ইসে দেখেছিস ট্রিপলিং দেখেছিস
ট্রিপলিং না
দেখিসই তো নি তাহলে কিছু টিভিএ অ্যাপ নামা
টিভি অ্যাপ না আমি ছিলাম একবার আমি
ওখানে ট্রিপলিংটা দেখ তারপর বলবি একটা ফেসবুকে একটা ভিডিও ছিল না ঘন্টা বাজাচ্ছে ডিজে বাজাচ্ছে
My
এটা
God.
ভুলভাল একটা গান ছিল
কালীন ভাইয়া আয় বে
তুই টিভিএ অ্যাপটা নামা ওখানে ট্রিপলিংটা দেখ তারপর বলবি
ওকে
ইউটিউবেও আছে তুই ইসেতে দেখ টিভিএ অ্যাপ নামিনে সোজা
হ্যাঁ টিভি অ্যাপটা না আমি ছিলাম আমি একবার
হ্যাঁ ওটা এমনিও ফ্রি সব তারপরে ট্রিপলিংটা দেখ 3টে সিজন আছে হেভি হেভি রগর তারপরে ব্যাচেলারের সবকটা সিজন দেখেছিস টিভিএফ এর
ও হ্যাঁ ব্যাচেলার সব করা দেখা
রিসেন্ট এটা দেখেছিস ওই টাইগার জিন্দা নিয়ে করেছে
না আমি এটা দেখছি ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপটা
ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপ তো অনেক আগের টিভিএফ অ্যাপ নাম ওখানে সব পেয়ে যাবে
अच्छी गाली दे रहा है क्या बोल
একটা স্মোকার একটা স্মোকার
अरे स्मोकर तो আছে রে বাবা हम है स्मोकर
আছে আজকে আমার অপের শর্ট গুলো কানেক্ট হয়ে যাক ভাই
ঠাকুর করে
উটোর করে কানেক্ট হয়ে যাক
এটা মাউস কিনে নাও না আমার লজিটেক কিনে না G402 ওরে বাড়া সেক্সি মান
ক্যামেরা
হাতে বড় হয়
ক্যামেরা এখন ক্যামেরা কিনতে হবে
একটা 200D কিনে নাও না 200D তো ভালো ভিডিওগ্রাফি ফটোগ্রাফি দুইতে ভালো ভিডিওগ্রাফি আরো ভালো
আরে ভাই ওটা ডিএসএলআর ক্যামেরা ডিএসএলআর নেব না হ্যাঁ
কি নেবে
কি দেখবা আমার যেটুকুনি দরকার আমি সেটুকুনি করি আমার ফটোশপ আছে লাইট রুম আছে আমার ওই দুটোতে কাজ হয়ে যায় আমি ওই দুটো করি আর গেম খেলি সেটাতে আমার পরবর্তীকালে ইনকাম করতে হবে সেটা করলে আমার হয়ে যাবে
কে বলছে আমার কথাটা
Shadows traveling.
ওয়ান ট্যাপ মার দিস ভাই ওয়ান ট্যাপ মার দিস
Shadows traveling.
Reloading.
Carrier is dead.
Spike down B.
বিজা
Last player standing.
বাবা উড়ে মারছে
70
উড়ে মারছে
নাইফ পুরো ছুড়ে আসছে আমি দিয়েছিলাম 70 ড্যামেজ ছিল 70 ড্যামেজ
আমাকে ওয়ান ট্যাপ দিতে ভাই আমি মার্শাল করব এবার ভাড় মে
जी गाली दे रहा है बैक
স্পাইক নিয়ে যা
তোমার সাথে
Spikes here.
মিড দিয়ে ঢুকছে আমি যখন বলবো ব্লাইন্ড দিবি
ব্লাইন্ড হবে
মিডে ব্লাইন্ড
বি মেনে আছে আমি বি মেনে আছে
হ্যাঁ এইখানটা ব্লাইন্ড দিবি
এ বাড়া ওখানে কি ব্লাইন্ড দেবো ওখানে স্মোক দিতে পারি
হ্যাঁ না ওটা বলছি না মিড দিয়ে যখন ওমেন আর ফিনিক্স ঢুকছে ওখানটায় ব্লাইন্ড দিবি
ব্লাইন্ড মানে কি ফ্ল্যাশ
হ্যাঁ ফ্ল্যাশ
Going out. Go.
এটা পুশ করেছে
Last player standing.
উড়ে মারছে বে
এত ছোট বালের টেবিল বানা খান কি ছেলে টেবিল বানাও
You always work to lift our
রান এন্ড
spirits.
শট দিচ্ছে
Spikes here.
বানা মেরেই তো আমি
রান এন্ড শট দিচ্ছে মার্শাল রান এন্ড শট লাগাচ্ছে
এত কি বানা আমার কাছ থেকে এত কি বাল
এই দূরে স্মোক দিতে তো এখানে একটা স্মোক দিতে এ ঢোক এখানে জেট ঢুকছে জেটটাকে
It
মারো
begins.
ঢোক দে ব্লাইন্ড স্মোক দে
Cover going out. Shadows traveling.
করছে একটা bro.
Party's over.
Kill चोरी कर.
Enemy spotted mid.
अरे मादर चोद रे.
Spike down mid. Last player standing.
জেট 130
Night night.
শালা 130 ও মরেনি রে
3.
নাইস নাইস নাইস
रेस टा पक्का. Bro cover देता रेस.
I feel the strain.
इनको राउंड वैंडल चलाओ बाहर में जाए मैं वैंडल चलाচ্ছি बाहर में जाए পিক নিয়ে যাবে না অফ চালাবে মালগুলো এবার
না না আমি স্মোক করে দেব তার কোনো কারণ নেই
Find their weakness.
এ আলটি করবে নাকি এখন
Cover going out.
Scanning ahead.
বললাম না অফ চালাবে
Reloading.
ভাই ভাই জেট খেয়েছে ডেড খেয়েছে
Joke's over. You're dead.
Enemy spotted.
नाइस शॉट
এইচপি দেখবে
Player standing.
अरे बड़ा
Spike down A.
ओ फास्ट 80 আছে 80 ब्रीच 80
I have the spike.
आज क्या बुरा है जी आज
চুপ 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 চুপ
টিভিটা করো না
30 seconds left.
উপরে
One enemy remaining.
That's 3. Spike planted.
পেয়েছো তুমি উপরে নেমেছে यार वहां खुद से शॉट ऑफ ना
Did everyone see that?
क्लास ये वीडियोটা আছে
They aren't impervious. We can do
মাই
this.
গড ভাই আমার হার্টবিট বেড়ে গেছে
I need this.
ড্রপ দাও
অফ চালা অফ চালা অফ চালা অফ চালা অফ চালাবো না
চলবে না
Need a drop.
আলটি আছে আমার
Thanks.
ভ্যান্ডালি চালাবো
It's been a long way see you my friend
They are so dead.
आज बना
You want to play? Let's play.
Good work.
এখানে
Get
স্মোক
out
দে
of my way. Here.
होल्ड करो
Reloading.
ক্লোজ আছে স্মোক দাও
Enemy spotted A.
Cover going out.
এখানে এখানে
Get out of here.
Shadows traveling.
One enemy remaining.
Enemy spotted A.
Very nice.
নাইস
Let's go.
I'll make them remember. They're only human.
কাম ব্যাক বয়স কাম ব্যাক
Oh, let's go. Got you. Let's go.
স্মোক দিবি হ্যাঁ
গান আমি
এই
নিয়ে
আমার
নাও।
এখানে
কত দাও
ওখানে
smoke?
গেলি কেন এখানে
মিডে,
দিবি।
মিডে?
ওই হ্যাঁ মিডে স্মোক দিবি
Cover going out.
इधर देख रेज
Spike down mid.
অফ করছে রে দুটো আছে
Stealing sight.
Player standing.
अरे मादर चौथ रेज उसको मार
নিজেরটাতে মরে গেল
चुप बैठेगा थोड़ी देर हलुए
अबे लौड़े खेलने ठीक से भेंचोद कालीन भैया नाम रखे हो भेंचोद मुन्ना की तरह बात कर रहा हो भोसड़ी के
Okay, but I will also bring my own.
जाना
मादर चौथ दिमाग से खेलो भोसड़ी के दिमाग से खेलो
लैंड से मत खेलो दिमाग से खेलो ব্যাগটাকে ঠুকে আসি দেখি হয় নাকি
Need a drop. Thanks.
Snuff them out.
बोलला मां की डायलॉग मेरे दिलाम
Blinding.
Grounded.
अबे नूबड़े मर गया
हां तू तो जिंदा है ले खेल ले भाई
Reloading.
দিছে
ऊपर आज
ঠুকে দিছে
फ्री में
Here.
One enemy remaining.
देख के रास्ता दे ओए सामने ट्री लेफ्ट তোমার लेफ्ट आगे गए लेफ्ट
ঠিক আছে থাক এই তো প্ল্যান
কোথায় পিক নিচ্ছ মারা তুমি
সে থাকুক আসুক না
ওখানে পিক না এই জায়গাটা পিক না এখান থেকে বের হবে না উপরে আসছে
Sorry, man.
লেটস গো Balam
These new friends of ours are not too friendly.
peta
স্পাইক নিয়ে যা আমার সাথে মুখ দিবে এখানে
Here.
তুই বারবার ভুল মার্ক করো বানা
আরে এইখানটা
ওখানে স্মোক আছে
Shadows traveling.
কেউ নাই মিডে এ ব্রিজ গেল বি
Joke's over. You're dead.
Enemy spotted A.
Gone.
এখান থেকে এইসব ফিনিক্স বের হবে নাইস
Cover going out.
যে প্ল্যান দিয়া যা
Shadows traveling.
Plant the spike.
One enemy remaining.
Go get him.
ছেড়ে দে মিড রয়েছে এখানে আসে আমি দেখে নেবো
Spike planted.
চলে আয় ছেড়ে দে
Shadows traveling.
এটাকে বলে
Mistake my smile. I take this song very seriously.
এটাকে বলে ব্লাইন্ড মারা ব্লাইন্ড
স্মোক
ওর
মারছো স্মোক মধ্যে দিয়ে
ওর লাইনটা শুধু দেখে নিয়েছি আমি মোবাইলটা আগাচ্ছিল চালিয়ে দিচ্ছি আর লেগে গেছে
Yes.
স্মোক দিবি
I will break the balance.
will break the balance apaan
Cover going out.
god একটা পিক নেব
Annihilated. Cover going out.
Headshot.
Right here.
They plant.
One enemy remaining.
Spotted A.
ও এতে
They plant. They plant. They.
Spike planted.
Team Ace.
ও
Ah, now that was a work of art.
I will take back what is
Off ninja
mine.
vandal. दे.
malama pita malama pita
They are so dead. I will be their nightmare.
I will be done. Nice shot.
Enemy spotted A.
Shot that.
I am the hunter.
Get.
Traveling. Cover going out.
Enemy spotted A. Boom! Colorful kill.
Watch them run. Spike planted.
Open.
What?
Here.
ओमेन स्मोक करना भाई
Shadows traveling.
One enemy remaining.
Nice shot.
Safe के चलो.
Satchel out.
कोई रे केही तो नहीं.
I survived obliteration. I will survive them.
दे ऑपरेटर दे. नहीं होएगा.
बाल
दे.
बाल
जरा. ए क्या बोलना? Bro.
Gun here.
तेरे
जो river vandal है.
बाल देना
ओ ना एयर का चाहिए. Bro.
You want to play? Let's play.
यार मारा
আমি দেখে নিচ্ছি.
Get out of my way.
Down.
Spike down B.
Satchel out.
বিরাট দেখেছো
আরে স্লো
Last
হচ্ছিল.
player standing.
প্রথম দিকে আমার কাছে অপটা থাকে. এ ভাই. সালা একাই বের করে দিল.
হ্যাঁ একাই জিনকে ঠিক আছে
Last round before the switch.
Spend
They were
those
the-
spreads before we lose them.
এবার দিদি চোর আলটি গেছে.
গালি
ওখানে স্মোক দিদি ওখানে smoke দিদি।
গালি
কতগুলো অপারেটর দুটো তিনটে অপারেটর
মালামা পেতা
ওখানে স্মোক দিতে
না এই অফ করছে
This party.
আমি না মরে যাই এখানটায়
What's this?
Scanning ahead.
লল
মাঝখান থেকে ও পিক নিয়ে বসেছিল কিছু করার নেই আমার মিস করেছিল তোর লেফটে চেম্বার এই ফিনিক্স তোর লেফটে হ্যাঁ ওখানে
Joke's over. You're dead.
ফিনিক্স বেরোবে ওখানে
Shadows traveling. Enemy in defender spawn. Cover going out.
ব্যাকস্ট্যাপ কর ঢুকে গেছে আরেকটা ঢুকছে আরে
Last player standing.
ওখানে
जा
ঢুকে
भाई
মারতে হবে।
अंदर जा साइड
अरे
120
माइक
मिनट
और
की
भाई मजा आ गया।
ब्रो पैर पे लगा ब्रो 120 लगा पैर पे लगा
अभी तो नाइस शॉट बोला भाई, हेड पे लग गया।
Switching
Taking
sides.
Zenfire, let's not complicate it.
लेके तुम्हें
Right here. Let's go.
Shadows traveling.
Enemy spotted B.
দিয়ে চলে গেল।
बीबी
Cover going out.
এতে ঢুকেছে
Spike down A.
ঢুকে গেছে
One enemy remaining.
Spotted A.
আজি জি 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 এফ কে বলছে
হ্যাঁ ব্রিজ এফকে
গিজি 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 इस बेटे আজি क्यों
Nice. That's
আজি गाली गाली दे रहा है गाली
wind. Show me where to go.
मैं देख रहा हूँ ना मशरूम लेके मशरूम
Defenders win.
যেদিনই কিল পাই সেদিনই শালা সারেন্ডার মেরে দেয়।
এবারে বুঝে গেছে ওরা ডিফেন্ডিং এ বাল ছিঁড়ে আঁটি করে দেবে ওরা বোঝো लेट्स गो तेरी नजरों ने दिल का किया जो असर असर ये हुआ খেলা দেখবো তো বাবা আজি কিউটি আজি সুইটি
Match found.
What the fuck? ये क्या हुआ कैसे हुआ कब
let's go.
हुआ गाइस स्कॉर्पियन चीज का करंट Walamete habibo walamete habibandale walamete habibo walamete habibandale Where is my friend? Where is my friend? Tenzu, where are you? Alamete Habibo, Alamete Habib Vandale, Alamete Habibo.
Match found.
जरा जरा महकता है आज तो मेरा तन बदन मैं प्यासा हूँ मुझे भर ले अपनी बाहों में भर ले तू जरा करीब ला जब भी मैं क्या मन करूँ दिखती एक अफसारा अजी ये लोग क्या चला रहे हैं जी अजी इनको लैंड पे मुंह पे फेंक के मारना पड़ेगा जी निंजा इन पजामास उसके बाद है टीम लिक्विड वर्सेस सिया ओह माय गॉड का फनाटिक तो एक नंबर टीम लग रही है इस टूर्नामेंट में फनाटिक एक अकेली टीम है जो मतलब पिछले साल भी आई थी इस साल भी आ रहा है पापा उसके Alamete Habibo, Alamete Habibandale, Alamete Habibo, Alamete Habibandale. Alamete Habibo, Alamete Habibandale, Alamete Habibo, Alamete Habibandale.
Shot done. Scanning ahead.
जी क्या हुआ जी
Enemy spotted A. You got it. Good attempt.
Blocking sight.
One enemy remaining.
Enemy spotted A. Light planted. Here.
Flawless.
Reloading. Reloading.
You're terrible. Reloading. Just gotta play around the slow fields and we're fine. Reloading.
नहीं सुबह भाई आप मेरे को नशे में लग रहे हो गलत ही मार रहे हो शॉक डार्ट
Và mày sẽ và thế giới coi bộ đồ.
You
नो
better run,
प्रॉब्लम नो
Sova.
प्रॉब्लम बा
Ok bộ đồ. Này.
Revealing area.
Reloading. Reloading.
Shot done.
Nailed them.
दो हेड मारे.
Opponent killed.
One enemy remaining.
सिंगापुर सर्वर लग गया. Fuck.
Enemy spotted. Stay still.
Singapore.
One step closer.
Hey, Bo, you are good. You are so good.
Watch and learn.
Yes. Okay.
Scanning ahead. Shock dart. Right here.
Salamat Habiba. Salamat
Reloading.
Deploying drone.
Coi coi cái cầm đây.
Salamat Habiba.
Blocking sight.
What's the goal?
Night night.
What's the goal? Rest.
Bye. Reload. Blocking sight.
Die.
दो हेड मार रहे हैं मेरे को भाई.
One enemy remaining.
Heaven, last one, heaven.
It is done.
Nice, oh boy, you are so good.
I saw my boy.
Nice.
A backyard scrimmage.
Oh, wow, well different.
Reloading. 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 Reloading.
Joke's over. You're dead.
What's this? No charge left. Reloading.
मार नहीं पाया.
Your duty is not over.
Enemy mark.
One enemy remaining.
Reloading.
Remember to talk to each other out there. If we communicate, we win.
एम नहीं लग रहा. हेड मार रहा था कल परसों.
Deep breath.
आज हेड नहीं लग रहा. कुछ और ही लग रहा.
Revealing area.
Reloading.
Shock dart.
Removed.
Let's check here.
One 54?
Wall raised.
Enemy spotted B. On the money.
One enemy remaining.
That is cold, friend. friend.
Oh, he's built different. He's built different.
Who am I kidding? My knees are gonna kill after this.
Reloading.
Can I get your skin bow? Cage.
Suva number 1.
Can someone get this? Thank you.
Suva number 2.
One tap. Huge.
Enemy spotted C.
Enemy tag.
One enemy remaining.
হ্যালো
Yo, chicha.
আমাকে ব্যান
I'm in game. I'm in game.
আমার কখন ব্যান ফ্যান দিয়েছে নাকি আবার
How's it cutie? How's it sweetie?
You are a boulder.
Oh, you are so
I
good.
am a mountain. Just let them try.
আরে
to
সিঙ্গাপুর সার্ভার খেলছি বানা।
কেন
Can I get an op someone? Op.
Thank you. Need a drop. Thank you.
Thank you, bro. এটা এখানে কি স্কিন মারা?
10 মিনিট ব্যান তো হয়ে যাবে
Scanning ahead.
হয়
Shock dart.
Blocking sight. No charges left. Blocking sight.
Now we're cooking.
Reloading.
No charges left. You will not kill my allies.
মারা অব নিয়ে অপে শট লাগাতে পারিনি মারা। পাঁচটা গুলি নষ্ট। 70 পিং আসছে মারা।
যা মরে গেছিস
ওটা 40 33
কেমন খেলে তখনকার ক্লাসটা বেরিয়ে এসছে
ও
One enemy remaining.
বাপরে বাপ।
Shoot the bad guys. How's that for a plan?
Reloading.
That. Hello.
Yo bro. Nice. Let's go. GG boy.
Attackers win.
Player surrender মেরে দিয়েছে। বাহ। হ্যাঁ অপোনেন্ট সারেন্ডার মেরে দিয়েছে বাহ।
ধর আমার 10 মিনিটে ব্যানটা কাটুক
তকদারবা সিঙ্গাপুরে খেলে মারা বিচি আউট যাবে তোমার
না সিঙ্গাপুর খেলো না
বিচি আউট এত মারা মানে ওর এত স্ট্যাটস এই গেমটা
ব্যান চলছে
তো দেখে ডেক ম্যাচ করে
দাঁড়া সেটা বন্ধ করি
dumbe buinan go dumbe buinan go dumbe रुको मैच देखते हैं बाबा मैच रे बाबा मैच Twitch. You have to go to Twitch.
Death match.
Valorant.
Warm up.
NIP ने 3-0 कर दिया फनाटिक को. Fnatic. No. Oh. लो बहनचोद लो. No. मार दे. कैट वॉक कर रहा है.
Who to smother first?
इनको था.
Fight.
I'll take everything from them.
क्या? हेलो. Hey, what's up, man? Time out.
Fnatic's hands. They're going to invest into this round. They're going to have ultimates coming online, and this is really where they want to take a moment, take a breather in this timeout.
Side open. Now I know it's paused.
Yeah,
so
they can't see it on the screen, but yeah, I saw Magnum pick that up.
he could, in theory, just sell it.
No, I'll tell you why he's done that. It's the same as what we saw in round number 2. They bought up 2 sheriffs and they tried to wallbang.
They're gonna count.
Come
You
to
know
Brazil,
for a fact that
motherfucker.
Kawazine has got that Odin. They heard it last round. He won't have just dropped that on the floor, and it was flawless. So he definitely still has it.
भाई वो जो लास्ट में छोड़ बच्चा है ना भाई ये डोमा नोडुमन इसका नाम है.
To follow the tracers in the other direction.
India Ventures
It is one of the most
नाम है.
annoying strategies. I will say you'll get the same sort of value out of a Guardian for that sort of thing, especially if you're counter spamming, because you can see where they're spamming from.
They're like, someone has to pick up the slack on the wall bangs if he's not going to be in the server.
Listen,
anymore.
I tried to convince Fearoth for years to pick up that Odin, but he won't listen to the wallbang strats. Magnum, though, he's always been a little bit more inclined towards this Odin.
I'm waiting to see if Kawazin actually goes for that lineup, because it doesn't seem like he is. In fact, I think we're about to have a bloodbath within this B side, because there's already a multitude of players on the other side. I don't think they've spotted the player in the corner either, so it becomes very awkward for Hyper. In fact, he's left all on his lonesome, and now the wallbangs start to come through on the other side.
डर की नहीं
Both
है.
players taking a reasonable amount of damage, but it's Kawazin
Yeah,
that comes off slightly worse for wear.
Oh my
That's
god.
very good for Kawazin, getting the first tag out already on the drone.
ये
He's gonna
team
keep
हग
them
रही है
back a little bit
बहनचोद.
longer as he makes his way through, and doesn't quite been able to see them outside, but the job is done. They've stopped the B aggression. They've dealt with Hyper already, and very nicely as well. Having that player tucked in the corner, the 2 behind, the spam out of the Odin. It's a lot of pressure and a lot of details to keep track of while you're pushing on in there. Just overwhelmed Fnatic, and they're left back into a situation with a man disadvantage and no real map control.
Yeah.
So they're going to start pushing up mid to take it.
Most of them take a bit of damage, and Bessely's just absolutely wrecked him through the corner of the wall. And they've still got these aggressive positions. Like, Mystic hasn't actually got any control of this ace. Like, a pop flash is being set up. They've got the information as well, and Kawazin just spamming. There's only 30 seconds, and Fnatic is still just trying to break through this angle, and they've been caught.
Of course, it's Magnum finding that kill as well, with an Odin running in through a smoke on his short. But that's all he'll get. And in fact, that's all that Fnatic will get. Mystic's running for the hills, trying to get towards the attacker spawn so he can save this weapon. See John on his way down middle, just 10 seconds on the clock. But that's quite a long time when they're hunting you this aggressively. Ambitious play that ends up, I mean, working out, I guess. BNJ's still alive.
It's just, you know, it's just
It's a 140
the confusion play. It's a confusion play. Like, you're never going to expect someone to actually do that. But the thing I really want to give credit to NIP for at the moment, at least, is the positions where they're gambling, a lot of their personnel have been correct. Like, that early B presence, they almost expected there to be aggression on the other side. And because of that, they were able to basically shut down the initial play. And the problem for Fnatic, sure, you have 2 players who can basically call on the fly, but once you already lose basically your initial duelist, which we know already for Fnatic is someone that they desperately need, they didn't seem to actually have a backup plan because they didn't have any map control.
You know, we can sit here and talk about Hyper as being an insanely strong duelist. Like I said, shortlist for pretty much every tier 1 team out there, but he's got to be able to put up the numbers. There's a great flash again from Shan-Chi, but he'll be traded out this time. No one can quite res him back up, but they're not expecting BNJ to be here as well. And he is just getting away with murder. 2 quick kills on the back site and a spray down for 4. 6-0 NIP. They're not even breaking a sweat.
No, they're absolutely slammed as they attempt to try and break into that A site, and that's been the case for pretty much the whole of this game. The fact that Janji's only died once basically says that, considering he's got 12 kills and has been pressured the majority of the time, and finally they make it into the site, and you got BNJ there as well just to do exactly the same thing. Like, sure, again, maybe some slightly weaker weaponry for Fnatic, but it's getting to the point where that's no longer an excuse.
Yeah, I'm really impressed by Shan-Chi's right click so far. Like, those underhand throws with the flashes have been catching them off again and again. This time they were able to trade out 1-to-1, but the dude still survives the round thanks to his ult being down and was stopping them from using their utility on the way through the entire time. Now, straight away, Fnatic are going to start out this round with a lockdown, but it looks like it's going to be a big old fake because they're rotating to the B site. In fact, the spike was already waiting outside of B.
Oh my god.
That is ridiculous for John to get 2 there, and now he knows he's caught them trying to run back. I mean, the players on A don't need to move, though, because they've got a comfortable advantage to play with at this point. Don't believe your hood. There's only 3 players left for Fnatic.
Nice shot from Hyper. Oh, he's going to catch the second as well. Janji down, and, well, now they've at least got a little bit of hope back into this round. John's going to take the wide swing, and Hyper, well, he's just decimating at the moment. BNJ might be about to make the same mistake, but I guess they don't expect another player to push through that angle. BNJ will be able to clear at least this closer angle, but they've got to get rid of Hyper, who's looking to almost go for the ace at this point, but will fall back.
There's the reveal. They know both players are coming from the market of 4K for Hyper secured, and there's the ace. Well, we wanted this guy to turn up. We needed him to show something big, and ace will do it. That's just about enough, you know?
Yeah, no, it's well, like it's always weird when something like that happens. Like, I want, for anybody who doesn't know too much about Hyper, currently on Koi, a player who's been playing in the under divisions of the VCT and EMEA, someone we've seen for a long time in different mixed teams, and someone with the nickname the Hibernator.
And you know what? I've heard so many horror stories about organizations. So let me just say, I spoke to Hyper, and he said that Koi were extremely cordial and made it so easy. He had a one-day turnaround to make this happen, to get over here, obviously with Durka going out at the last second, and they made it happen. So fair play to Koi for being a nice organization and letting their player come and shine on the international stage.
The first round Fnatic wins, he aces on land. It's like,
looks pretty good for Koi, doesn't it? Yeah, you know, they're not really losing anything by giving him this.
Double his contract, double his contract.
I mean, it would be ridiculous as well, because the thing is, you're giving a plair LAN experience, you know, but some orgs, they don't care. Well, it's not they don't care, it's they're not very smart. But yeah, fair play to Koi. I mean, really nice in organizing that, and I think obviously for Firoth as well with Alliance, we heard that things were very smooth on that end. So it's good to hear from Fnatic, but they've only got 1 round. Look, you know, they got their players here, but they still need to get a few more on the board.
It's the least sustainable round ever. A 3v5 ace from Hyper. Like, don't get me wrong, NIP are very much firmly in the driver's seat, but it's just whether or not that actually, like, gets to them. Like, if they're just going to come straight back and
1 minute remaining
round, it's almost irrelevant. And again, it's looking like we've got that fast-paced push coming through from Fnatic. They've waited the time. Hyper's found himself the kill. It's the right click, so his knives are gone. But he's been able to retrieve himself a weapon. The pop flash is solid out from Boaster. And finally, they've managed to take over this A side.
They knew that BNJ was there. He had just, like, popped off 1 shot. They heard the sound cue. They react instantly. This is a much better round from Fnatic. It again comes on the back of Hyper, or should I say
30 seconds left
as he goes straight into short. Now we saw that backfire, right? The B main round, he goes in, same pacing, same kind of round. He moves, he dies. it all came tumbling down for Fnatic. Poster was going mid and he died and everything was staggered out. But when it works,
10 seconds left.
This is what it looks like. A flawless round at
I
this
think
point.
they started using the paranoia as well just to try and clear out their player towards trees because they've been so aggressive around the looks like it's not one of those spots anymore where
You should have been sooner.
flash this one, Mitch. No, they have to now actually counter that player, and well, important that they managed to, at least in this round, shut down Janji. I don't know if that's going to be something they can do consistently because he's probably going to adapt.
So there's that, and then you also have to take into consideration that, you know, it's taken this long to have that counter over NIP. Now maybe they're going to run the same thing again and hope for the best, but I imagine they change it up, and now you're going to have another spanner in the works.
I think he also got tagged up by the recon as well. So I'm pretty sure he got hit by like 3 different pieces of utility, and that's what it's taken to get rid of Janji. So it's something that might be a little bit more difficult, but I'm guessing this is a pause. Yeah, it says half time, but that is. Well, this is an odd score.
Yeah,
like,
we've changed it. It's MR8 now, so it's much quicker games. That's for me and you. You know, our games always just take way too long.
I had a really long day yesterday.
Did you? Oh,
really
you poor
tough.
thing, Tom.
Like,
you poor thing. Yeah. So look, NIP have called this timeout. They're taking a moment to step back and discuss the strategy coming into this one, because they got countered last round, but we've only seen the A plan, and it's gotten them 6 out of 8 rounds so far. That's pretty solid when one of the rounds they lost was a 5v3 ace. So go to the B plan now? Sure. I think it'll be a small adjustment though, and looking to get Janji in front of people early again.
Yeah, give him the opportunity to try and take space, or just reposition. Like we've seen him even reposition around the switch as well, and have the same sort of pot flashes, which he wouldn't have been hit by the utility that was thrown just later. Also, I think because he was hit by the 0 point, he couldn't have flashed out anyway, but it was just a nice little set play in the round from Fnatic. But again, I feel like there's only so many times you're going to be able to do that, to isolate a specific player, and well, let's see what the plan is in this round. In fact, it looks like John might be up to a few more shenanigans. We've already seen his mid play in 1 round, and it did fairly well.
Yeah, he's gone for the light shields here as some fiscal constraints. That was a spam. They had no idea that he's there. They didn't see a barrel or anything. You know, John was a little spooked for a second. But yeah, he's just going to go back and hold this angle, wait for someone on Fnatic to try to take space. I think they're going to drone this out, though, at this point. You're going to be cautious. Yeah, there you go. Drone's going up.
That will at least grant them a little bit of mid-control. And it does mean there has to be a slight switch in position. Did he manage to actually tag the player at the back as well? I think it has. So I think it's forced out a couple of positions. Now, Hyber, I think, will have a rough idea, but the pop flash has just kept him back that little bit longer. And in the meantime, the drone's starting to come through on the other side.
Is Shanji big brain? Is he huge? Did he just use the flash on mid, and then he's rotated instantly to short? I almost felt like that was a reaction play, like, oh, Shanji's mid, we got short, go! He's not going to flash through the smoke, and then he's already here, back in that position that he's been in time and time again. But he's going to make that noise, he's going to try to keep them back. And actually, it's dragged some rotations over as well. You know, just a little bit of utility being used up here by Fnatic, and it's really selling it to NIP that they're defaulting back to the same old A play. 4 players on this A side, and 1 way outside in spawn with an Odin. Still dangerous though, and especially with the recon online, they need to destroy that right away, and they have done just that. What a spam!
Just
Jump
guess.
darts.
Actually, they've got the lockdown, but they won't actually cover out the back of the site, and because of that, some of the positions are still going to be hold. Hyber is at least slowing them down a little bit. The remaining 2 are stuck in the back of the site, but remember, there's still 1 man lurking in the dark. It may not matter, though. BNJ's just gone sprinting in. Now, they need to get rid of Fearoth, and they don't know. They don't know the boaster's behind. He could just end this round on his own. The first goes his way, and now the panic sets in for BNJ. A solid flank to give them the round, and well, it's now 3 in a row for Fnatic.
Well, that's certainly the wind in their sails now. NIP have just called the timeout before as well. And then they come into this round. Fnatic have, I'm not going to say an easy time, but it can get a little bit concerning now if these rounds keep on swinging Fnatic's way. I think NIP are going to, I don't want to change it up a little bit after being faked out like that. They played a super passive round. They tried to react to what Fnatic were doing, but now they've realized that these guys are actually willing to fake them out. They're willing to play into those tendencies a little bit. So I want to see some early round aggression. I want to see some map control for the NIP side. And that's exactly what they've done. Look at John again inside of B main. This is the position that allowed them to have that heavy stack on A that Fnatic kept running into.
Yeah, especially with the fact that in the previous round, they basically droned him out of his spot. So unless Fnatic are going to read things incredibly well, he'll likely be able to hold on to this at least a little bit more. And they've also gone back to the previous setup with the pot flash available from Switch. So this is basically meaning that Zhangji can't be isolated anywhere near as easily. And they've also got a main control with the push that's already come through from BNJ.
You know what's interesting? There's 2 players currently holding this entire map. Between John and Bezany, they have the entire map covered. The rest of the players are just kind of in position to react to whatever kind of control comes through. Obviously, you've also got BNJ peeking aggressively on A long to try and catch a pick. But they're not being given anything. And with 45 seconds left, again, we put the pressure onto Fnatic to make their way up to blitz on in. Hyber is going to be spotted and taken down. John is clean with 2 quick kills. And NIP have got control over this round. And Fnatic have to blitz out into John, who just keeps on delivering. Fearoth will try his best. 5 HP and ace needed, and it's not happening today.
We've had a Hyber round, and now we've just had a John round. Dear Lord. And half of those shots as well, I felt like my brain couldn't even react to the fact that it hit the shot.
That was
like,
nuts.
Just the shot number 2. Whereas like the first one, I was like, I don't even feel like he corrected quick enough to hit that second shot.
Oh, here we go. Second time. He's not even aiming at him as well. That bullet just went where he willed it. Unbelievable. And he almost got Fearoth as well. I saw that hit a strand of hair. 7-3 right now. With 2 rounds left to play out, Fnatic are going to start to get desperate. Boaster, okay. He bought with like 0.5 seconds left, Boaster. You give me a heart attack, man. Whew. All right, so they've got the full buy up. But it's going to take a lot more than just the weapons to win this round.
Yeah, in terms of ults for this round, there's basically nothing online. Hunter's Fury, the only one that's even close, which, well, I don't really think we've seen many, if any, post-plant scenarios. Most of them have just been won by the time the spike actually goes down. And so I don't know how useful that's necessarily going to be. Early utility already expended, and Hyber's actually just gone straight through it! He just dashes into Shandy's face and just takes him out before he can even react with the flash. Benzi's also just gone down to a nano swarm. It leaves BNJ as like the lone defender of this site, somehow dancing between the remaining players, keeping things close. Now John comes through, just tapping away at the heads. And this is starting to get dangerous for Fnatic.
I'm not even sure how BNJ is still alive. That Hunter's Fury's looking for John, and it almost catches his feet. He noticed at the last second. Oh, and with that kill on the Boaster, the round is already done. Fearoth cleaned up in the end. 8 for NIP. This was looking clean. In fact, BNJ was playing in the same position that he had been countless times before that Fnatic had seen him in, and they even went with 2 players to spam him down, and it wasn't enough. That smoke that he put into play saved his bacon. That is unbelievable.
I can't believe he survived this entire round. Like, I genuinely can't believe it. Like, the fact that Hyber didn't get him initially, then you have him just dancing around the site. Like, this is a beautiful replay, by the way. Thank you very much for this. But just no one being able to clear him. And then by that point, the remaining players had rotated into support as well. And you have John with his swing. Again, we're going to have the battle of the Odins. Mitch is devastated that no one's actually really found a kill off of this just yet.
No all, but okay, come on, I'm getting excited, man.
Oh, wow.
Keep it going.
Wow, they did like 18
HP.
damage.
Woo!
Wow.
huge Odin gameplay. Oh, God, yeah, no, we're really not getting the Odin game I was hoping for, especially seeing the Magnum attack side. Fearoth's trying to pick it up now and do a little bit of damage himself, but not finding it. The deep shock darts going through. And with the minute on the clock, you know, Fnatic, they've put all their eggs in one basket. They are sat outside B. They're waiting to go through. You're seeing that there's going to be a paranoia, I think, moving up through main. Already spotted that John's up close. I mean, you've got to deal with John. You know this guy. He's going to take 3-4 kills if you don't take him down. He's pushed through with an Odin. What a madman. The Odin wall bang from Fearoth to finally deal with John. This is where the rest of NIP come big. And it's Shanji, the flash again. But only one found on the back of it.
And the remaining players are still yet to rotate through. The paranoia won't really grant anything. Oh, never mind. Blinds Mystic enough that he can't do much, and Fearoth left in a 1v2 scenario, unable to get the spike down, but he picks both of them, but he can't quite get anything. They managed to dodge just through the edge,
10 bullets.
trying to get something. Oh, there's no way he clutches this with just 10 bullets of an Odin. First kill goes away, but he switches, and now the time becomes the issue. Just 12 seconds left, and BNJ will swing. It is going to be NIP to take this half in a 9-3 fashion. Very dominant from then. It took a few specific set pieces from Fnatic to get anything.
The Fnatic found their 3 rounds in a row. They got into a swing of it a little.